Hi, this is Dr. Benoit, and I'm going to give you a brief overview of the major assessments of Education 333 and 337. So this guide essentially summarizes the major assessments for this entire course. This is to provide you an opportunity to get a plan at the very beginning so that you can see how everything builds for the course. One of the most important things is for you to select a focus class. So at the very beginning, module 1, you need to select one of your field placement classes to be your focus class. That's the one that you're going to use in all of your major assessments. Please make sure that you do not use student names. You're going to give your students numbers that will be used for the major assessments. So the first portion of assessments are the teaching cycles with pre-assessments. For modules 1 through 4, you're going to use these two guiding documents. One is a template and the other is the rubric. And so in each module, I will go over a portion of the template with you. For module 1, which we consider the first major assessment, it is considered stage 1 of the teaching cycle, and this focuses on building respectful relationships. For this one, you're going to record learner academic behavior, and you are going to administer like a learning inventory, a learning preferences inventory. I give a sample here of one that you could use, and there will also be some provided in the module. At the end of module 1, you're going to upload your one document into the discussion board as a for peer review. It can be a rough draft, but it just needs to be what you're working on at that point. Module 2 is the second major assessment, and this one is selecting and designing assessments. Again, you'll use that same template that I mentioned above, and it walks you through how to identify a pre and post test, how to annotate the pre and post test to ensure that there's alignment and relevance, and then also creating a key. And you will put this one in a discussion board. It's a peer review forum. Again, it's a rough draft of what you're working on at that point. Module 3 is the third major assessment, and this is data-driven decisions. I'm going to actually change this right now because it shouldn't say data-driven decisions. So for this one, you continue with the pre-test and post-test that you had in the previous module. And for this one, you are going to actually use the results of that pre-test, just the pre-test. You're not going to administer the post-test. And you're going to analyze it and upload some learner artifacts there. And then you do a few other things in the template as far as like summarizing and reflecting on that data. And for this one, of course, you're going to upload it in the discussion board so that you can get some peer review. Module 4, the fourth major assessment, is instruction aligned to the standards. And so this particular one, if you are a math teacher, you're going to use the Ready Classroom Math, Cultural Responsiveness, and all other teachers, you're going to use the Reading Diversity tool for selecting diverse text. And essentially, these are two different analysis templates that allow you to analyze the curriculum that you're using. And again, you will upload the rough draft in a discussion board. The next portion that you're going to jump into for major assessments is the planning support document. And so for this one, again, there's another template, and then we also have some samples for you loaded as well. And for this one, you're not writing a full lesson plan. You're actually going to take a lesson plan that you have or that you already have access to, either one that's provided by your curriculum, one that is perhaps given to you by a mentor, or maybe one that you find through an online source. And you're going to use this planning support document to analyze its effectiveness. So You're going to again upload here to a discussion board to get some peer review. And then module 6 is an opportunity to kind of take our breath, and you're going to look back at modules 1 through 5 at all of those discussion boards. You're going to see what your peers gave you as far as peer review. You're going to look at how some of them approached this work. You're going to look back at some of the samples now that you have greater understanding. And then in module 6 is where you're going to upload all of those things that you've been submitting as rough drafts. You're going to submit those for a summative grade final submission of those. Then we're getting into the final portion of the course, the field lesson and the self-evaluation and the course reflection. So these take place in modules 7 through 8, and this is where you actually teach a lesson in the field and you use this rubric to score yourself. It's also the one that your instructor will be using to score you. But in this course reflection, you're going to have an opportunity to not only reflect on the content of the course through 3 constructed responses that you get to select the prompts for, but you're also going to evaluate your performance in teaching that lesson. And you're going to submit that in module 8. Begin working on it in module 7, but you'll finish it up, wrap it up, and make sure that you submit it in module 8. Remember that the course is only 7 weeks, and so module 8 is just like the 3 remaining days in the semester that you have to kind of turn in any of that missing work or those final projects. And then lastly, in module 7, you are going to submit your field experience hours. So you have to have 15. You actually are able to get 8 of them through all of these major assessments. They're embedded within them. So this means that only 7 of them are going to come from either in-person observations or video observations. And this document tells you all about how you're going to get those. So I hope that this overview of all of the assessments helps you get a plan. So I recommend that you print this out and put it somewhere where you maybe keep your calendar or keep your planning and use it as a quick guide. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful semester.